Take a breath with me for a moment. Just notice your body. Notice your chest rising. Notice your shoulders. Notice how you're sitting. And if you have spent most of your life trying to make your feelings smaller, this video is for you. Because today we are going to talk about something that so many ADHD women carry silently. The belief that feeling deeply makes you too much. But here's the truth. You were never too sensitive. You were just a child who felt honestly in a world where adults could not handle honesty. Maybe in your childhood, your feelings were big. Maybe they rushed through you like a wave. Joy, sadness, fear, excitement, all of it was alive in you. And instead of being met with understanding, you were met with sighs or eye rolls or the sharp adult voice that said, "Stop overacting. Why are you being dramatic? You're too emotional." And you learned something very painful and very false. That your feelings were a problem that needed to be fixed. What nobody told you is that those adults were never calm. They were shut down. They were never emotionally mature. They were emotionally overwhelmed themselves, hiding it under a tight, quiet mask. And because they couldn't face their own feelings, yours felt like too much to them. Not because you were too much, but because they were too little with themselves. As a child, you start studying the room. You study the adults. You study what gets approval and what brings punishment. And when you notice that your genuine expression brings tension or discomfort, you start to shrink. You begin practicing the art of being easy. You soften your voice. You swallow your tears before they reach your eyes. You pretend you're fine while a storm is happening inside your chest. You create this whole quiet world inside you because the outer one didn't know how to handle your truth. And here is the heartbreaking part. You were actually practicing emotional intelligence, but you learned it is a self-erasure. You learned intuitively how to keep harmony, how to feel into a room, how to read emotional shifts because you had to. You were never dramatic. You were responsive. You were attuned. You were receptive. And that is a gift, not a flaw. Maybe adults compared you to other kids, to the quiet girl, to the obedient boy, to the child who sat still and made no emotional noise. You see, why can't you be like her? That's how a good child behaves. But those kids were not better. They were just raised to suppress themselves earlier. You were punished for being alive, for having a real beating heart, for feeling the world honestly. And so your identity began to form around a lie. There must be something wrong with me. But there never was. You were simply more open, and nobody equipped you with the emotional safety to stay open. When you grow up learning your emotions are too much, you become an adult who apologizes for crying, feels guilty when you're excited, thinks you're annoying when you talk passionately, overthinks every reaction, feels embarrassed for having needs, feels shame after being vulnerable, struggles to trust your own inner signals. And you might still feel like you have to perform calmness, even when something inside you is screaming for care. But listen to me. Your emotions were never the enemy. The environment was. Sensitivity is not weakness. Sensitivity is your body's way of saying, I am alive, I am connected, nothing inside me is numb. Your sadness doesn't make you weak. Your anger doesn't make you bad. Your excitement doesn't make you annoying. Your overwhelm doesn't make you broken. Your feelings are messengers. They show you what matters. They show you what hurts. They show you what you care about. They show you where healing is asking to happen. They whisper the truth of your inner world. And even if nobody held your hand through your emotions where you were small, you can learn to hold your own hand now. You are not too sensitive. You are responsive. You are intuitive. You are emotionally honest. You don't need to shut yourself down to be loved. You don't need to fake calmness to be accepted. You don't need to compare yourself to people who learn to numb themselves early. You get to feel. You get to express. You get to exist openly. You are learning how to listen to your feelings instead of showing them down, and that is brave. Your emotions don't make you hard to love. They make you real. And you don't have to feel deeply alone. There are people who feel at your frequency, and you will recognize them when they show up. So if you've always been told you feel too much, I want you to hear this clearly. Feeling deeply is not a flaw. It means your heart is still alive. It means you survived. It means your spirit stayed open. It means you carried light through environments that tried to dim you. And you are here now, finally learning how to feel safely again. In the next part of this series, we will explore how to regulate these overwhelming emotions when they rise, and how to work with your sensitivity instead of fighting it. You deserve to understand yourself. You deserve to feel safe in your own body. And you deserve to feel fully and without apology.